This is the Giant Ramen Challenge at Mori's Kitchen in San Jose, California. And this thing is an absolute monster. In fact, it's 4 times the size of the regular bowls. And it's loaded with pork, green onions, bamboo shoots, mushrooms, mung bean sprouts, and seaweed. If you can finish it all within 25 minutes, you'll get the meal for free, a free shirt, and your picture up on their wall of fame. Plus, you also get 10% off any future purchases, which is pretty neat. Let the food adventure begin, as this is the final food challenge of this trip. It's been a very short 71 days in some aspects and a very long 71 days in some others. Either way, I'm looking to finish this trip out strong, which is why I'm diving right into this big bowl of Japanese ramen with my mighty big utensils, grabbing as much of that ramen as I can, then going to town and sending it down. By the way, I forgot to mention this earlier, but with this Giant Ramen Challenge, they use a pork-based bone broth. And spoiler alert, it tastes ridiculously good. This golden elixir is rich with flavor that is both hearty and satisfying. I really love the flavor it brought with all the chewiness of those noodles. But honestly, it worked well with all the other items. Whether it was with the bean sprouts, which provided some extra crisp textures, or the tender sliced pork that just melts in your mouth, and even the seaweed, adding a bit of its unique, umami-rich flavors. The green onions here were also nice for their texture, but most of its flavor was pretty much overpowered between the broth and the noodles. And don't ask me about the bamboo shoots, because I couldn't tell you a single thing about them. I don't remember tasting them at all. They must have hitched a ride with the noodles at some point, and were just slurped up unnoticed. But overall, this Japanese ramen challenge, while it's not sweet, with each mouthful, it was a real treat. Working my way down to the bottom of the ramen bowl. Once most of that top layer was cleared, the steamy aroma from the broth was uncovered and really started to shine with those rich and savory fragrances from the pork and the onion. It also started to seem like the broth was getting a bit hotter here, so I cooled things down with some ice cubes and continued on. Okay, I can't help but laugh at this particular bit here, because even while being blasted in the face with all that steam, and with the ramen still being on the warmer side of things, I really don't know what overcame me here, but I just decided to turn it up a notch, and just started wolfing down these noodles like an absolute psycho, just cramming in huge mouthfuls, one after another. Honestly, I can't explain it. Maybe it was because I wanted to put on a show for the folks that were in front of me watching. I don't know. But what I can tell you is that after that bit of effort, I was so hot, and I could feel the food sweats coming in full force. Having said that, I know I look really good in that polo, but man, it was not doing me any favors with keeping me cool. Now I know for a fact, there are less noodles in this bowl now than when I started, but it was really starting to feel like I was never gonna make it to the bottom of this thing. Oh, I know that look. That's the look of someone who's getting himself ready to slurp down a whole ton of broth, baby. Even after all the noodles, the pork, and the other ingredients, like the bamboo shoots, which again, still have no idea what they tasted like, the broth was still incredible here, rich with its savory flavors and velvety texture. And of course, always practicing the principles of clean plate, clean conscience, cleaning up any bits of this once giant Japanese bowl of ramen that remained. Oh yeah, I'm taking it off, baby, as I'm gonna be sweating buckets real soon, especially while I'm doing my post-challenge victory push-ups. But that's a cost I'm happy to pay to finish out this trip a winner. And to watch the next adventure, tap the video on the screen or in the description down below, and I'll see you there.